How to be yourself in a relationship, even if you've been wearing a mask throughout your life. This video is for the
People pleasers. Do you always say,
I'm okay with whatever.
or
I don't know, what do you want?
when you're asked to make a choice? Do you constantly live in fear and doubt that he will leave you for who you truly are? Do you always act according to his emotions and behaviors and disregard your own? In this video, I'm going to share some tips that you can use to overcome this tendency to pleasing others and putting yourself down. What is be yourself? When we talk about being yourself, it's impossible to not talk about confidence, because confidence is the key to start to be yourself. Oh, it feels so much better sitting down. Okay, before we dive into this topic, let me share with you the biggest reason that we doubt ourselves. Comparison. Comparison is the biggest confidence destroyer, and we generally compare the most self-conscious part of our lives to others because that's the part where we lack the most competence. You've probably heard people told you,
Just be yourself. Don't compare. You are unique.
while I agree that we're all unique, but I think this kind of advice is like scratching your itch with 5 layers of clothes on top of your skin. You feel nothing. We gotta admit, it's hard to not compare because growing up, the entire society, plus your living environment, probably promotes people who are prettier, wealthier, smarter, and high achievers. And if we're not getting the desired attention in the category that we want to thrive, then we naturally compare with people who are thriving in that category. So now you know that comparison kills confidence, and lack of confidence is a reason to people pleasing. Tip number 1 to be yourself is to remind yourself of your own competency. You are capable. Remember I said,
We generally compare the most self-conscious part of our lives to others because that's the part where we lack the most competence.
well, it's completely normal to not be fully competent in all area of your life. Here's another false belief that a lot of us took on growing up. We have to be perfect. Guess what? Perfection is an illusion, and perfect is boring. Would you rather live a perfectly boring life or an imperfect adventure? Remember, for every type of girl out there, there will be a guy find you attractive. In fact, when you are comfortable with your flaws and imperfection, you are a shiny star walking on this earth. Tip number 2 to be yourself is to understand your core value and have the courage to stick with it. What is your core value? What will you do and will not do? When you're a people pleaser, you don't have that boundary set. So oftentimes you let things go too far and realize it too late. And what is courage? Having courage doesn't mean you don't feel the fear. Having courage means you feel the fear, but you do it anyway. When you have courage, even at the time you are terrified of being judged or terrified of suffering some potential negative consequences, you still stick to your core belief and not cave in to others' opinion. Remember, the other side of fear is freedom. When you stop worrying about how you're perceived, you then truly enjoy the freedom to express yourself. In your relationship, when you can fully express yourself, you actually give the other person a sense of ease to also be themselves. And when they are discomfortable with you, they'd love to spend time with you. Tip number 3 to be yourself is to stop feeling self-conscious because no one cares about you.
What? That's so mean.
To prove that, here's a fun exercise to do. When you feel embarrassed about remembering something you've done in the past, try to come up with an incident that someone else did that embarrassed them. Almost impossible. You most likely don't remember what other people do, and that's exactly how they feel about you. You may think that something you did was so embarrassing that you will forever be remembered. You wish. The truth is, people most likely don't remember it, and if they do, the way they remember it will be very different from the way that you do. Think of group photos. When you look at a group photos with you in there, who do you look at first? Probably yourself. And that's exactly what other people in the photos do. They don't care how you look, they care how they look. In fact, they most likely think that you look better than them in the photo. And I know you probably feel the same. about them. See, you're not as important to other people as you think, which is a good news. Because in this case, why would you care so much about what other people think? The energy that you put in to care about what they think is probably a lot more than the energy they put in to care about you. So instead of investing energy into feeling self-conscious, shift the energy to care for your partner. You'll find a lot more joy and fulfillment when you do that. Okay, I'm tired.
I'll take over. Tip number 4 to be yourself, smile. Look at my smile. Look at my smile. Look at me. Smiling makes people around you smile back at you. And most important, it makes you happy. When you feel happy, everything seems just right. And when everything seems right, you naturally feel more confidence because you feel, I got this. And would you rather be with someone who smiles often or the opposite?
Okay, I'm back. Tip number 5 to be yourself, power pose. Sit straight, stand straight, and shoulders back. When you're able to position yourself in a naturally confident position, your mind automatically shifts from feeling blah to I got this. Plus, having a naturally confident posture also helps you to look more attractive. 5 tips to be yourself, and that's...
Wait, you're not done yet. What about that 2 things that healthy, happy couple do?
Oh yeah, that's right. So sometimes we get into a relationship and we put so much focus and energy on the other person that we forgot to take care of ourselves. So here are 2 common things that I see confident couples in healthy relationship do that you can also take home. Number 1, continuously work on yourself physically and mentally. If you have the habit to go to the gym or meditate, don't stop just because you want to spend more time with a person or accommodate their schedule. Do your thing. And if you have yet to build a habit to work out and meditate, now is a great time to start. Number 2, be nice to yourself. Consistently show love for yourself. Treat yourself. When you're nice to yourself, you naturally can be yourself in a relationship. There's nothing more attractive than the person who can express themselves while respecting others' opinion and love themselves while caring for others. Now you've learned how to be yourself in a relationship. In my next video, I want to do something fun. Valentine's ideas for a long distance couple. If you want to do something special for your loved ones, but you physically cannot be there for them, the next video is for you. Now I'm curious, what are some tips that you think it will help to be yourself in a relationship? Let me know your thoughts, comments, questions, concern down in the comment section below. I'll see you very soon, and my hand is freezing.